Hello, everyone. My name is Jacob Hubers, and today we are going to be presenting on uncertainty in personality judgment, the role of anchoring bias on personality judgment accuracy.
My name is Nathan Sheese, and I'm an undergraduate at Idaho State University. I want to give you a little bit of background. So, personality judgments are broadly described in terms of judge, target, information, and trait characteristic. Similarly, biases in judgment and decision making are described in terms of availability, representativeness, and anchoring. So, anchoring is the tendency to rely on given information when making a judgment under uncertainty. In this study, we explore the intersection between anchoring bias in traditional judgment research and the information moderator in personality judgment research. So, a little background on the realistic accuracy model, or RAM. The realistic accuracy model is a conceptualization of how accurate personality judgments are formed. This is one of the leading theories used in understanding accurate personality judgment, and it shaped how we design the study. So, according to RAM, accuracy can only be achieved when 4 stages are successfully completed. The 4 stages are relevance, availability, detection, and utilization. There are also 4 moderators in accurate personality judgments in the RAM model. The moderators are the good judge, the good trait, the good target, and good information. So we're going to focus on good information. And good information includes the cues and other information of higher quality and quantity that assist in making accurate personality judgments. So finally, the social accuracy model, or SAM, is a statistical model that breaks accuracy into 2 categories. The first is normative accuracy, and that's how one's impressions of others relate to the average person's personality profile. And the second is distinctive accuracy, and that's how accurately a target is judged to be distinct from the normal personality profile.
So with this project, we had 3 primary hypotheses. The first is that judges who were given anchor values for the traits that they were judging would make more normative judgments than judges who were not given those values. The second was that this effect would be stronger for more difficult to judge traits. And third was that judges who were not given anchor values would make more distinctively accurate judgments of their targets. So to examine this, we did a study which resulted in 268 participants. These participants were randomly assigned to one of 3 conditions. The first was a condition where they received no anchor in the typical order of items. The second condition, they received no anchor, but the items were organized by trait and with the trait names, rather than being all mixed together, as is typical with the BFI. The last group, and the one we are most interested in, is the one which contained a normative anchor and organized by trait. This normative anchor was essentially the mean for each personality trait, where they were given basically the average score that someone would score on this measure. So the measure that we used was the Big Five scale by Soto and John. And as I mentioned previously, these items were organized by trait with trait names, and each of the judges observed 6 targets and then rated them on these personality traits. To examine our results, we used a multi-level model using the social accuracy model. Both distinctive accuracy and normativity were significant, so the model converged, but it was not moderated by condition. So surprisingly, the model comparison was significant, but not the interaction terms. So as you can see here, basically the model comparison was significant with the chi-square test, but the model interaction terms separately were not significant. Ultimately, this means that the presence of trait names and an anchor did not significantly affect overall judgments of personality, meaning that personality judgments specifically might be resistant to the effects of anchoring. This study does provide some evidence against the frequency and salience of heuristic use, specifically that of anchoring. But there's definitely clear evidence that anchoring still exists. There's numerous studies that show that. But it still remains unclear exactly what situations and types of judgments that anchoring can reliably affect. Thank you.